Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be reviewing HoloLens's first dual wireless lavalier microphone system. I've been using this device on multiple film shoots over the past few weeks, and let me just say I am very impressed with the quality of this product. The HoloLens Lark 150 wireless microphone is for professional videographers, vloggers, live streamers, and really anyone that is looking to do video content creation that features one or two people. Just a quick disclaimer, HoloLens did send me this product to test out and do a review video, and of course my opinions throughout this video will be my honest thoughts based on my experiences using this product. Now Rode has released the Wireless Go 2, and it is similar to the Lark 150 with two transmitters and one receiver, but the HoloLens Lark 150 costs about $279 and the Rode Wireless Go 2, which costs about $299, and it doesn't actually come with any additional accessories, but the HoloLens Lark 150 comes with two lavalier microphones and a lot of other accessories to help get you started with your audio needs. Throughout this video I would suggest wearing headphones when you're watching this video because I'm currently using the Lark 150 microphones to capture the audio throughout this review video. Before I go over the features of the HoloLens Lark 150, let's have a look at what you get inside the box. If you get the dual transmitter version, you will get one charging case that's also a storage box. You get one receiver and two transmitters, two lapel mics, two furry windshields, a TRS cable for connecting the receiver to your camera, another cable which is a TRRS cable for smartphone devices, a USB-C cable to charge the charging case, and a storage bag for the accessories. What I really like about the HoloLens Lark 150 is that you're able to connect two transmitters to one receiver, allowing you to capture audio for two people going into the one device without having to pair multiple transmitters and receivers and having to connect it to multiple video or audio capturing devices, which I've had to do in the past. Also, this device is really easy to use, so if you are a beginner filmmaker or a videographer and have to shoot in fast-paced environments, you should have no issues using this device. It's as easy as taking out the transmitters and the receiver out of the case, and it will automatically pair all of the units together and you're ready to start shooting. If you have a look at the receiver unit, it has a cold shoe mount to mount on top of your camera. I wish it was a little bit easier to attach to the cold shoe mount. It's a very snug fit and can be difficult sometimes to take off the camera, but it's not necessarily a bad thing too. You know it will be very secure to your camera and won't easily come loose. Two dials to adjust audio levels, and they are also buttons so you can mute the microphones to isolate an audio source if you need to. You can also use it to change your audio modes. On one side you have a line out, which you would connect your TRS or TRRS cable to go to your recording device, and the other side has a 3.5mm headphone jack so you can monitor audio in real time. Most DSLR and mirrorless cameras these days have their own headphone jack, but if your camera doesn't have this feature will come in handy, or if you are shooting on a mobile phone, you can use it to monitor your audio as well. And right next to it you have a power on and off button. On the two transmitters, they both have clips to clip onto collars, shirts, and your pants. On the side of the transmitters, it has a mute button and a power button. These transmitters have built-in microphones with an optional 3.5mm audio input to connect to the lapels that come with the Lark 150. You can also use the 3.5mm audio jack to connect the furry windshield to the built-in microphone, which I think this is a great design because it doesn't feel like you can easily knock the furry windshield out, and it feels very secure. The HoloLens Lark 150 has three recording modes: the mono mode, safety track mode, and stereo mode. You can cycle through these by pushing in and holding the left dial on the receiver. With the mono mode, if you have one transmitter connected, it will record audio to both left and right audio channels. If you want to connect both transmitters, it will mix audio from both microphones to both left and right channels. So it is perfect if you don't want to do any audio post-processing, and also perfect for live streaming when the receiver is connected to your smartphone. But I would not recommend using this mode, especially if you want more control to isolate your audio source if you need to. If you want to separate the two transmitters to have more control later on, I would recommend using the stereo mode, because it will separate the left transmitter to the left audio track and the right transmitter to the right audio track. So in editing, you have more control with the sound. The last mode is the safety track, which allows you to have your main audio levels that you set in the left channel, and then in the right channel, it records at -6 dB audio level to help preserve your audio from clipping or popping. Each transmitter unit has a battery life of about 4 hours, and the receiver unit lasts about 7.5 hours. The charging case holds enough charge when fully charged to charge all of the transmitters and the receiver about 2.5 times before the case needs to be charged again. All you need to do when you want to charge the transmitters and the receiver units is to simply put it back into the charging case. The case and the LARC 150 units have these metal contacts, which is what starts the charging process. The transmitters take 45 minutes to fully charge, and the receiver takes 65 minutes to charge, and the charging case takes about 2.5 hours to fully charge. The only downside to this is you can't charge the transmitters and the receiver separately. So if you are on a long shoot and need the transmitter to go longer than 4 hours, you can't just swap out batteries or plug it into a power bank and keep going. The only solution is to swap out to the second transmitter if you need to use it longer than 4 hours. But honestly, with most of my shoots, I don't shoot with these microphones for longer than 3 hours at a time. So if there is a break in between shoots or setups, as long as the charging case is charged, all you need to do is pop it back in the case and the mics will stay charged. With the Hollyland LARC 150, you can transmit a strong signal with less than 5 milliseconds latency up to 100 meters away from the receiver at line of sight. It can also transmit a strong signal when your talent is blocking the line of sight to the receiver up to 20 meters before the signal drops. I actually went outside to test the range at my local park. I had my camera operator, Danny, on the phone with me while doing this range test to let me know at what point the mic would drop out. We had measured different ranges up to the 100-meter mark using objects in the park's environment.
Okay, that's interesting. So we're about 25 meters away, and as soon as I turn around, the microphone cuts out. So I'm going to turn around again. So I'm going to start walking back again, and I'm going to be testing out the range. We start losing it the second I turn around and it cuts out. So now I'm at the 50-meter mark. So we're getting good distance just by having the transmitter in the line of sight of the camera. Am I sounding clear, Danny? Awesome. That's really cool. Oh, okay. I think it's because I kind of went to look behind me. I know you can't really see it on camera, but you're most likely going to be listening to the audio of this. So I'm going to turn around again. So, okay, I'm going to keep going further than the 100-meter mark just to see if it starts dipping out with quality. Okay, so we're getting more than 100 meters, so this is cool.
I realized I didn't do any close range tests with my body blocking the transmitter from the receiver, so here's a quick test I did in my backyard. So this is the Hollyland LARC 150 short range test. I'm just going to turn around where I am and I'm going to keep talking to make sure that these microphones don't actually cut out when I am turning around close to the camera. And then I'm just going to walk back to about 5 meters, which is about here. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to turn around and I'm just going to keep talking just to make sure that these microphones don't cut out when I turn around. So I'm at the 10-meter mark in my backyard, and yeah, so I'm just going to do the exact same thing I've been doing over there, and I'm just going to turn around and make sure that these microphones don't cut out and all of that sort of stuff. Okay, so I'm at the 20-meter mark from the receiver, and I'm going to do the exact same thing as I did before. I'm just going to turn around, make sure that the microphone does not cut out, and yeah, so now I'm facing. So with the range test that I've done, by obstructing the line of sight with anything more than that, you risk having the LARC 150 dropping its signal. But most of the time, your talent won't be so far away in front of the camera, and if they are, make sure that the transmitter is in the line of sight of the receiver. Before I give you my final thoughts on the Hollyland LARC 150 dual wireless microphones, I wanted to give you a few tips to get the most out of the LARC 150. The first one is when you're recording, To get rid of unwanted noise, lower your camera's audio gain to the lowest -dB. This will help reduce the noise floor from your camera. Secondly, if you put the transmitter in your presenter's pocket, make sure it's not resting on a mobile phone, because when I was doing the range test, I noticed if a phone was near it, it would interfere with the signal, making the microphone drop out. And the final tip would be to maybe invest in a higher quality lavalier microphone to replace the stock lavalier microphones that are included, because you can get much better quality audio depending on what lavalier microphones you use. I recently did a shoot where I used Hollyland's Lark 150 transmitter with my Rode SmartLav Plus with the SC6 adapter to get the best quality audio, just because I prefer the audio quality from that lavalier microphone, and it worked very well. Okay, so what are my final thoughts and opinions on the Hollyland Lark 150 dual wireless microphone system? I really like the audio quality and the build quality of this device. It's also very easy to use and reliable, which is honestly more important for me than audio quality, because when I'm out shooting videos, I don't always put sound first, so having something that is reliable and easy to use is an absolute must for when I'm out shooting. I really like how these microphones have a charging case to charge the mics, which is also your storage case to keep the transmitters and the receiver safe. There is a little bit of room inside the case to put something extra inside. I can only really fit the one TRS cable inside of it. It would be nice to have a bigger compartment to fit a few more accessories in the storage case. I also really like how Hollyland has included quite a lot of accessories, which a lot of companies will usually sell the accessories separately, especially the TRRS cable for smartphones and lavalier microphones, which they seem to have really thought about the everyday content creator for this device rather than just professional filmmakers. Another thing I really like about this device is the receiver has a few different modes to capture audio differently depending on the shooting situations, and you are able to adjust the gain using the knobs while you are shooting if you need to make any adjustments. The only thing that would have made the Hollyland Lark 150 much better is if you were able to make micro adjustments on the dial instead of going one audio gain adjustment, but it's not a huge issue. Since I used the Lark 150 microphones throughout this entire video, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of the audio quality from Hollyland's Lark 150 wireless microphones? So that's the end of the review video. If you're interested in buying this microphone, there will be links in the description below. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give this video a like. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more filmmaking gear review videos from me. And also don't forget to follow me on all my social media accounts. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.